Howdy gamers, old gamer guy here. Welcome to another Microsoft Flight Simulator with PSVR2 video, but you may have noticed in the title it says PS5, not PS5 Pro. That's because I'm on my old regular PS5. Of course I am going to do a mission. I'm going to attempt to do an aerial advertising mission. I talked about those a little bit in my earlier video. Let's see if I can even, okay, here we go. Now we're into my headquarters. Here are the missions. And let's find, there's one. There's one on Long Island. Okay, 30 minutes long, aerial advertising. Another 30-minute aerial advertising. Let's do this, just because it goes across Long Island Sound. My microphone volume compared to the rest of the game is probably not the same as it is in those other videos. I think I messed around with those microphone settings, so hopefully this will sound good. But it says, John Avery, working for a local ad agency, wants to get more people to their event in Bayville. Display this message and ensure a premium promo campaign for maximum exposure. I'll do my best. That's all I can say. This is a cool type of mission when it works correctly. I was able to do the initial mission of this type. You generally will unlock a type of mission and then you'll have one of them on your map, and then once you do that one, other ones will pop up. So I did the first one fine, but then the other ones that I tried didn't work out so well. I need to activate my flight stick. There we go. And there's some of our crack personnel keeping an eye on things. Let's skip the taxi. You may hear my stomach doing weird things because I just had some good sushi.
It's Jeshua, your ground contact. My call sign is SWIT-510. Just a few points to be mindful of. We're helping promote a local event. Hook the banner, then display it at the right speed and altitude over Ferry Beach. Got it? Sure thing, you're taking the lead, but I'm here on the radio just in case. No worries. Go and turn heads out there. The client's gonna love it.
Those AI voices sound funny sometimes. And on that note, I have to go ahead and correct myself here because somebody in the comments kindly told me that it is the way they pronounce three. They say tree. That's actually on purpose. I thought it was a weird AI thing, but apparently that's the real deal in terms of the law or regulations or something. But yeah, I have to stop mocking them, I guess. Okay, that is not working. And R1 plus R2 is not working. Let me try this. Sometimes if I bring up this menu and then dismiss it, that will make this work. Okay, this is not working. So I'm going to exit out of here and I'm going to go to a different one. Your flight will end. And I think that mission is going to be gone. So if I can't get this to work on this next attempt, I'll just do some free flight so we can check out how this regular PS5 compares to the Pro. And I'll show you. When I zoom in on Long Island, at least I think. Yeah, see, that mission is gone. So let me try this one. Same thing, different place. Jennifer Roth, the chef of a trendy restaurant, would like to attract more guests to her place in Great River. Fly this ad and fill every booking slot. I'll do my best, Jennifer. I'll do my best. All right, let's try this again. That happened to me with the Pro also. But a couple of times I have gotten further in this mission. Or this mission type.
Hi, it's Jeshua from Skyrocket Media. You surely know the big picture, right? It's a promotional message for a local restaurant. Get the banner from the pickup area and tow it above East Beach. I want TICE operation performed by the book. I'll radio you regularly to make sure everything's
TICE
good.
operation?
Go ahead. Give the audience a show, easy peasy.
It was this operation, but it was misspelled in the word in the text there. Okay, skip to takeoff. See, the controller's working to do that. Oh, okay, that time it worked.
2 Tree November traffic. Cub Crafters November 10279er. Taking off runway 18. South departure. 2 Tree November.
2 Tree. I thought that was some kind of weird AI thing, but apparently that is regulations. Okay. Enter runway 18. I don't know if there's a way I can pull up that PDA thing. I like to have that PDA thing pulled up in the cockpit somewhere, but let's just do this. Whoa, this thing is very light apparently. Turn around. I got to go down there and turn around. Yeah, I can definitely tell that the sound is not as loud as it is in the Pro, because I haven't messed around with those settings. When I loaded up Share Factory on my old PS5, the most recent project was what was that game called? It was a strategy game with ants. Empire and the Ants or something like that. No, it's an old movie. Empire of the Ants. Okay. Well, no, I just did it. I told you I told you that could happen, but you might not have believed me. Maybe you believed me. Okay, let's try this again.
Cub Crafters November 10279er. Taking off runway 18. Departure to the south. 2
But
Tree
as you can
November.
see, I'm not proud. I don't care if anybody sees me turn over or crash or whatever. I thought I already did the parking brakes. How am I going if I didn't release the parking brakes? Maybe I'm damaging the plane. Okay, and there, if we can make it that far in the mission, there is the banner we need to pick up, right there. I like having the sound a little higher than this, but I would have to boot up the PS5 and look to see what those settings look like, and then come back over here and change it again. So I'm just going to wing it, so to speak. Here's my bad joke for the day. Probably not. I'll probably make some more bad jokes before this is over. Okay. So I got to take off, and then we got to come loop back around, pick that thing up. Max speed with flaps down exceeded. Story of my life. Once again, I did not look at the flaps before taking off. Okay, 540. It says 550, but I am now at 640. There it goes. So maybe that number was wrong.
Fizzle 6. Remember, you have to release the tail hook to pick up the banner. The mechanism is located near your seat. The bullseye is between the two poles. Aim there and you'll hook the banner just right. Dip the plane down to position the tail hook, then bring the nose of the plane back up to pick up the rope. This will cause the banner to deploy with the weight of the mast. You can fly worry-free. I've alerted other planes that you're towing a banner. You're all set.
Great news. Worry-free. Okay, so it says extend pole or press X. That's not going to do anything, as far as I can tell. But on the DualSense, R1 plus triangle doesn't do anything either. Extend the pole with triangle. Now I have R1 plus triangle. There we go. Okay. And now if I click on the touchpad, try not to crash here, but you can see the hook under the plane. That makes me so nervous to do that. It's such a weird feeling in VR. But the other thing about these missions is that I can't skip very much. So this is going to be a little bit of a longer video, I think. We're going 83 knots or so, 82, 81, and we're at 1180. And we're going back to the airfield over there. And I'm going to need to slow down some. Got my throttle all the way down, which is probably it might be a little bit too low actually. But I'm going to apply some flaps. Got a little wind buffeting the plane. Banner is on the right. It was on the right as I was taking off, I think, or as I was rolling down the runway. Yeah, I see it there on the left.
Descending to the pickup.
Align with banner. Stay below 65. Holy shit. 65. Retrieve the banner. All right, a little bit more flaps. A little bit off center there. There we go.
Banner's hooked and unfurling now. That was an efficient pickup. WL done. Now that you've hooked the banner, we're clearing the zone.
Okay.
Release it here when you return.
Now climb back to 550. That was more than 550 at the beginning, so I bet it will be again. I'm at 400 now. %, throttle seems to be just fine in this plane. Okay, now I can skip to pass approach. And okay, here we go. Put me in an external view.
Must be visible to your public.
Okay. 65 knots, 600 feet. We're at 920, 900. So I got to lose some altitude here. Less than 65 knots. I'm at 59. There we go. It actually worked. Look at that.
Now let's show off that banner.
Okay, so now I've got to stay flying fairly slow, and around 600 feet I'm going to chance another external view here. It's a deli food. It's a deli food banner. Okay, got to stay fairly close to the beach. We're still at a good speed, still at a good altitude. And I gotta say, performance-wise, I'm really not seeing a difference.
Deli food at Great River. Taste the magic.
I am not seeing a difference.
All this talk is making me so hungry.
Okay, speeding up a little bit. I don't want to speed up too much. There we go. It is still weird to look down and see the empty roads and empty beaches and all that. It's very Walking Dead-ish. But I understand why that is, and I am still getting up every morning and playing this, despite the occasional rough edges, and that even includes very occasionally a crash. I haven't had very many crashes, but those helicopter training missions, I dropped a little bit too low there. Okay.
Quick tip, you'll position the banner more effectively if you picture the people down below looking at your plane, and the client will be even more satisfied.
This would be a good mission to adjust the trim and all that, but I have not been doing that stuff at all. I'm trying to make myself, I think I've mentioned this in a few videos, but I'm sort of consciously forcing myself to use my rudder pedals. Look, this is kind of confusing looking with all these markers in the sky, but I don't know which way I should go. It's hard to tell. I'm gonna go this way. I don't know why. It seems like it might be the right decision. Got a golf course there. Yeah, I gotta say, I am not detecting a difference here. What I read was that the technical bottleneck for the consoles is pretty much the same, because most of these visuals are being streamed. The geometry and the textures and all that. All right, where is my, okay.
Today was great. The client got their money's worth. Your final step is the drop zone. I'll give you some space.
Okay, so now I can skip to drop banner. I got a, whoa, sometimes it just automatically puts you into that external view.
Or getting damaged. Be careful when you drop the banner. If you're too high up, you can mess up the gear. If you're too low, it'll scrape against the ground and get shredded. Keep speed below 65 knots to preserve the banner, please.
I think that may have happened in my one successful attempt at this earlier.
Than everyone else. Release the banner gently to avoid damaging other aircraft parked nearby.
You get a grade at the end on various things, and one of the things you're graded on in this mission is the return of the banner. And I got a 5%. Like, when I did it, it acknowledged that I did it, and they said something, but you could tell they weren't really happy. Okay. stars in the sky. It's kind of confusing. But those over there look like they're kind of angling down, so I'm guessing that's what I'm supposed to go for. I'm supposed to drop this off. Yeah. Let's go ahead and take one more look. Deli food, Great River, taste the something. Oh, taste the rainbow. Okay. But in terms of technical flying, this is one of the tougher things I've found so far. Obviously, they're going to get tougher as I go, but you start losing some speed. Yeah, I mean, I'm not looking at any kind of readout to tell me about frame rates and what resolution it is and everything. Maybe these markers look a little bit rougher than they do on the Pro. I don't know. That could just be my imagination, really. But overall, I'm looking around and thinking it doesn't really look that much different, if at all. Like I'm wondering if the markers do that in the Pro, and I just didn't really think about it, and I'm just looking for a difference. But I did bring my regular PS4 into this room and put it right where the Pro sits, because neither one of them is hardwired. They're both on the Wi-Fi, so I put it on the exact spot.
Everything's ready.
I was going a little too fast there. Got down into the 40s for my speed. That's not good. Okay, R1 and triangle to drop this thing off. Okay, dropping. It didn't work. Holy hell, it didn't work. Why did that not work? Things were going so well. I'm gonna try it again. Coming around again. Why did that not work? Stay below 65, R1 plus X. I don't think that's going to work. I thought it was R1 plus triangle, but I'll try it. Going too fast again. Damn it, I don't want to make these videos too long. Making a tight turn here. Tighter than would probably be acceptable in real life. Okay, let's try this again. R1. There it goes. That time it worked. Retract the pole.
That's not the drop point.
Oh no! That's not the drop point. What? Oh no, I'm gonna get another low score. Climb to 550. That's all right. If I get a low enough score, I'll be able to show you something, because if you get a low enough score, your reputation can actually can actually drop. Don't have any passengers with me, so I can turn a little sharper. They sometimes complain. Okay, so we're going back to the field over there, where the banner lies shredded on the ground. Okay. I'm surprised I'm not burping more. I just ate a good sushi dinner. Okay. So the hook is gone now, right? Looks like it's up underneath the plane. I think I'll use one of those external shots for the thumbnail. It's always a challenge to come up with a good thumbnail, especially since I'm doing all this recording and editing and everything through the PS5. But yeah, I'll say it again, I'm not really seeing a difference. Maybe these markers look a little bit rougher than they do on the Pro, maybe. So maybe there's a slightly lower resolution, I don't know. It doesn't seem that way. Like if I'm looking at the scenery, it doesn't look that way, but just these markers look a little bit sort of, I don't know, the word that keeps popping into my head is like there's an electric current going through them. Like if you were playing a game and you saw something that looked like that, you would assume it was electrified. Okay.
Two-tree November traffic. Cub Crafters November 1027er is on final runway 18 to land two-tree November.
Man. I don't know if that was the wind or what. It seemed like I got kind of blown off to the side there. Okay, flaps are all the way down. That's got to be the runway, right? No, let's not turn over. Let's not turn over at this late stage of the game. All right, so hopefully this footage will allay some of your fears if you are thinking of buying this on your regular PS5, because I really don't see much of a difference at all. Maybe these blue markers, maybe, just maybe. All right, let's see, let's get the verdict. Skip to shutdown.
And that's a wrap. Congrats. And just in time to share a snack with Jeshua and me during the debrief.
Okay, so they don't seem too upset with me if they're gonna give me a snack. But they didn't send anybody out to, there's no ground crew here, so maybe they are kind of mad. Let him park it himself. He shredded my flag, my banner. 14%, so that's better than the 5% thing. 91%, 88%. banner retrieval time, pass execution quality, drop banner precision. Yeah, I need a little work on that. Flaps extended max speed, and it did count me as having a crash there. So I only got a C, and that's going to mean that I will lose some reputation. But I got paid, so I don't care. Oh, that's smarts. Oh well, I'll get it back. I'll do a few of the other missions. I'll get that back. Almost to, am I working my way to 20 or am I 20? I think I'm actually 20 right now, and I'm working my way almost to 21. Okay, so I guess next I will be working on, let's see, an instrument rating. That's the next thing I can unlock in these specializations here. And a tail wheel endorsement. And then I gotta level up some more. Let's see. See if we have anything new on the map here. Yeah, this is an area where I had already been to, so it didn't unlock any new space for me. But as you can see, there is lots to do. This hitching as I'm moving around the map, it looks about the same as it did on the Pro. So yeah, I don't think you should worry. If you're getting this, if you have a decent internet connection, I guess maybe I should look to see what my actual internet numbers are and maybe put that up as text on the screen. But really your internet connection is going to matter more than whether you have a Pro or not. So hopefully that has allayed some fears and been a little informative. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. More videos coming soon. I'll probably jump straight back to the Pro just because I'll put this PS5 back in the other room. But for now, as always, thanks for watching.